Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Hope you had a great long weekend. And today is apparently a PA day. It should have been the first day of school, and it kind of is, but it's kind of not. So tomorrow is the big day. I know a lot of parents in Milton are probably nice and relieved about that. We have 11 listings for today. So let's talk about them. If you're interested in getting a list of daily homes instantly as soon as they happen based on your specific criteria, you can find the information listings by email on the site. It'd be either up there or probably on that side, or you can go to miltonmarketwatch.com. Buyer class is coming up as well. That's coming up on, I believe, the 15th. It's on a Thursday night, starting at 7 p.m. So you can find that information also somewhere in the same place, or you can go to miltonbuyerclass.com. Let's get started. So Gleave and McGuire, if you didn't notice, they're actually the same floor plan. It's called Anatomy Hills View, and one of them is the Hills View end. And but essentially the same inside, the counters, everything, the way they're positioned are all the same thing. So Munch Place, $639.9, which is a little high for a townhouse. I do think that the end unit adds some value. Typically we find it's in the range of about $10,000. And they put down the square footage as 2,000 to 2,500 square feet. I believe this one, I've got a client who purchased one of these a long time, like a couple years ago, and I think it's around 18 plus the basement. So they've combined the total living space, which is not the true square footage, which is above grade, not including garage. And technically it actually measures halfway into the wall. So the actual, if you measured the floors, it wouldn't actually be the quoted square footage that you see in the plans. Nice fireplace outside. You always find this dynamic of the higher the house is, the more you can see over the fence and the less private it is. But the advantage is you actually get bigger basement windows. But I do like what they've built in the back here. It looks very nice. You could even have a sheltered area to do your barbecuing. And so, yeah, I mean, for the size of this home, it may be possible. But at this price point, you can get a real semi-detached, not an end unit townhouse. And there is a difference. Now, this one is not exactly launching with its highest and best strength. There is a virtual tour here, which I didn't check out. But if you're having problems finding Cobots Trail, it's because it's Cobots Trail. And so the street name isn't even spelled correctly. 5 days on the market, and there's not pictures. I don't know. I mean, this price can be sustained in this neighborhood in Dorset Park. It's just a question of finishes inside. I don't know about the grammar in the description too. High lots, $80K, spend, upgrade, house, kitchen, floor. Have a look at the tour. I didn't even bother. I just kind of looked at this and thought, well, it's a bit of a hot mess. 1508 Croft. I've been in this home before. It's Anatomy Pilgrim. It's 1740 square feet. It just kind of has nothing that pops out and really makes it, impressive, or it's just kind of there. There's, like kitchen, it's fine. There's a bit of upgrading on the countertops. There's hardwood floors, there's stainless steel appliances. They did some laminate floor upstairs and also in the basement. But I found that it really just kind of left just kind of an impression like, okay, we saw it, but we didn't really fall in love. And that's one of the hardest positions to be in as a seller. They've got October 14th for the possession date. And when you see a date like that, we've talked about this many times on Daily Homes, it's probably a pretty important date to a seller. So coming into a home like this and giving them that kind of closing on an offer might give you leverage for the inclusions in the offer, the price of the home. You may be able to negotiate something else because the win for the seller might be getting that date. So 1227 Field, we've got a November 25th possession here. So same kind of thing, a quoted date versus saying 30, 60, 90 days, that kind of thing. So probably a next step involved. Nice front impression here, a mix of stone and brick. And the finishes are actually quite nice. 46-foot lots. They don't even make them anymore. You're lucky if you get any lot past 40 feet at this point. crown moldings, hand-scraped hardwood. You've got, looks like a custom kitchen. That's not the kitchen I think that was in here originally. And so the basement, I believe, has some finishing happening down there. Nice work in the backyard. I mean, just tip-top shape. I'm guessing, so this one listed a couple days ago, I'm guessing by now it's probably already sold for this price. This, I feel like at $8.99 they still would have had some, they still would have been in a range that I would be considered, or I would consider fair based on what I'm seeing here. It's a very nice home. Finally, we'll hop over to the Oakville Milton Real Estate Board. We also call it the Ontario Regional ORTIS, which is kind of a bizarre name, but that's what we call it. Milton's unique in the sense that it has two overlapping real estate boards, and so there's some listings that appear on one system, some that appear on the other. Both of those migrate information to realtor.ca, so a lot of times when you see two different listings on realtor.ca or any public site, homefinder.ca, royalpage.ca, what you're going to see is that the MLS numbers are different because it takes from both sources. So this home is it's a one-bedroom condo. We have maintenance fees of $230, and nice. I don't know if the first shot for me would have been this. I think having a shot of the building is kind of standard fare. Darker cabinets, the 9-foot ceilings are nice, and overall the area is pretty good. I mean, you definitely have some exposure to green. What I'm not sure about on this one, you can see here, what's that looking onto? Because the two views that are common in this building is you're either looking over parking lot or you're looking over green space, and certainly one is more valuable than the other. And $295 is not outlandish for a one-bedroom, depending on the size. So it says square footage is around 700. The one thing about the building that no one tells you until they move in, there's two things actually. First one, in addition to your condo fees, you're going to have your furnace, hot water tank, and air conditioner are all rental agreements. A lot of the agents selling these don't even know that. And the second thing is they didn't put garbage chutes in this building, believe it or not. First floor, I actually like in this building. I think it's nice that you don't have to take an elevator. It's easy to move in, and sometimes people don't like first floor because of safety concerns, but I actually think that it's not like we're living in the ghetto here. It's Milton, so it's the advantage of having the walkout and sometimes even having some more space in front of you, especially on the green space side. It's very, very nice. So I like this one. From what I know about it, I would say it's looking pretty good, and you just got to bring your garbage with you when you go to your car. So there we go. That's our list of homes. Have a great day, and I hope you had a great long weekend, and we'll see you back here tomorrow with more Milton Daily Homes.